My claim today is that minimum wage should at least stay in place and at best be raised. Many intelligent people have a lot to say about the minimum wage, pro and con, but perhaps we should cut to the chase and start with a great quote by Chris Rock. There are people who would like to get rid of the minimum wage, but we have to have it, because if we didn't, some people wouldn't get paid. They would work all week for 2 loaves of bread and some Spam. As low as the minimum wage is now, and as fast as food prices seem to be rising, minimum wage workers are lucky that their week's salary still buys 2 loaves of bread and a can of Spam. But on a more serious note, to put the minimum wage in perspective, Bill Clinton, the 42nd President of the United States, once famously said that a member of Congress who refused to allow the minimum wage to come up for a vote made more money in a month than a minimum wage worker makes an entire year. Federal minimum wage dates back to 1938 and was passed during the Great Depression. Now, 73 years later, the federal wage of $7.25 an hour yields an annual salary of $14,500 a year. But the interesting thing is that the states and cities that have approved on the federal minimum wage are among those with the most robust economies today. For example, Washington State has the highest minimum wage of $8.55 an hour, and San Francisco is scheduled to increase their minimum wage to $10 an hour. And both of these locations have economies that continue to outshine the national average in taxes collected and employment. To put it simply, minimum wage is good for the poor families. It helps millions of people who work just below it and just above it. Those few extra dollars help families pay for groceries, childcare, rent, and add meaning and dignity to their labor. It is also good for communities. It allows low-wage workers to spend more at local businesses and use less social service assistance. It's good for businesses. Also, it reduces absenteeism, turnover, and provides better morale among employees. Finally, and most importantly, it is good for the taxpayer because it takes strain off assistance programs. To conclude, a strong minimum wage law is good for a nation.